Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be talking about the DNS configuration. All right, so the domain name service configuration, or some people may say domain name system configuration. Okay, so before we do that, we are going to be using the client server connection to do this domain name server or service connection. All right, testing. All right, so what are some of the requirements we will need? We will need a server. Okay, so let's go to end devices. So let's choose a server. We need a server. Okay, so we have a server lying around somewhere remotely. All right, and then we need a switch. Okay, a switch. So we have a switch here. Okay, so this second switch, so we have a switch here. All right, so now we need a device that will connect to the server, but it cannot connect straight to the server. It will connect to the switch. Okay, and then the switch will connect to the server. All right, so we need a PC. Okay, so we need like two PCs. All right, two PCs are okay. Okay, so now let's see, let's arrange this on the environment properly. Okay, so I'm just arranging okay. All right, so now let's establish a connection between these devices. So we need a connection cable. Okay, so I'm going to use a Thunderbolt. That's an automatic, so it automatically selects a connection for us. All right, if you do not know anything about cables. All right, so now I've selected the cable, connect the server to the switch. Okay, select the cable, connect the PC to the switch, connect the cable again, connect from this to the switch. Okay, all right, so now we have successfully connected the cables. So now we need to configure. All right, so I'm going to configure the server first. So let's go ahead and click on the server, and then we're going to go to desktop. We can go to configure, but I want us to go to desktop. Okay, so let's go to desktop first, come to look for IP configuration. All right, so now let's look for IP. So this is IP configuration, click on it. So you can see the first one we have here is IPv4 address. So now let's give a simple IPv4 address. So for simplicity's sake, again, I'm gonna give a class A IP address. So I'll say 20.0.1.1. all right, so I'm just going to copy this and then paste it in a DNS server here just below it. Okay, so paste it, so it has to be the same. So the IPv4 address here has to be the same as the DNS server here. Okay, all right, so now let's go back to services. So services here. All right, so now we are on the HTTP. all right, so HTTP hypertext transfer protocol. Okay, so now these are the websites we have here, or web pages we have here. So you can see we have some web pages over here, hello world.html. okay, now we want to activate the DNS, so let's go straight to DNS option. Okay, so on the list, look for DNS. Now go to DNS service and turn it on. Make sure it's on. Give our DNS service a name. Okay, so I'm just gonna give it my I'm just gonna say my web page. All right, so my web page, and then paste in the address, the IP address that I used for the first. Okay, so the 20.0.1.1. okay, that was the IP address. All right, then I go to add. So you can see I've added the DNS service here. All right, so now let's go back and then close this. The next thing we'll do here is we should configure our desktop and then PC. All right, let's configure it so that it can receive it can use the services of the server, the DNS service of the server. All right, so now we click on that. Now let's configure the IP address first. So let's go to desktop, come to look for IP configuration, you can see here we have IPv4 address. Now let's give a simple IP address. So I'm going to say 20.0.1.2. okay, and then I have to come and paste the DNS server I used, the IP address I used for the DNS server. I have to come and paste the same exact thing here. Don't forget, you have to paste the same. So this was the IP address for the server. All right. Okay, so now we are done. We've given our PC an IP address, and then we pasted the DNS server address. Okay, so now let's close this. Let's do the same for the other PC or laptop. Come to desktop, come to IP, give an IP address. So I'm just going to say 20.0.1. I'm going to say 3. okay, and then paste the same IP address for the server. All right, so the DNS service or server something here. All right, paste the same thing. Do not change it. This side, do not change it. It's the same as the IP address for the server. All right, and then you close this. All right, so now we've configured. Now let's test our DNS server. All right, let's test our DNS. So we have to go to a PC and then start browsing. Right now we've connected to the server. Now we can access the internet. Let's see if our connection is gonna be strong, or let's see if we can access information from the server. All right, so I'm going to choose computer from my office. Now I'm going to look. So this is the Windows. This is your screen, your computer screen. Okay, now we have to look for a browser. All right, so looking for a browser. Okay, this is a web browser. All right, now click on the web browser. Okay, now it's going to take some time. Yes, so now this is a web browser. All right, so you remember I showed you some web pages or something like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna call in a web page. So my web page. Okay, let's go. Yes, so we gave a name to our domain. Remember I named something my web page. So this is my web page. All right, so now let's close this, go to the server. Okay, come to services. Okay, and then inside HTTP you can see the names of the web pages we have here. Now let's go and edit one of them. So I'm just going to edit this. I'm just going to clear all this. Okay, and then I'm going to give I'm creating my own page. Simply creating my own page. All right, so I'm creating my home page. I'm going to say hello Rambo. Okay, so let me close the tag. All right, so I'm gonna save that. So you always have to save. Okay, so I'll come here, save. Yes. All right, so now let's go back. Okay, and then call index.http again. Okay, so now this time let's use another computer. Okay, so I'm going to use a laptop. Look for a web browser. Okay, right now we are in a web browser. All right, so now let's call in index.html and then click on go. It says host name unresolved. Okay, so since my web page, cool. All right, so I have to call my web page. Okay, see my web page, and you can see we have the web page I created. All right, the web page I created. All right, so let's go ahead and then configure the DNS again. So let's go to the server. Okay, come to services. All right, but let's go to DNS first. Okay, so you can see my web page here. All right, so this is my web page. Okay, now let's go to HTTP back. Come here, select one of this. It says Rumble. and then come here. I'm just gonna open a paragraph. Okay, let's see. Says welcome to Rumble City. Okay, so I'm just creating a simple web page. Okay, let me close the tag. All right, now I'm gonna save this, save it, and then close this, open a PC, go to web browser. Okay, so we'll select the browser. Okay, all right, so now I'm gonna type my web page and then go. So you can see here, hello Rumble, welcome to Rumble City. You get it right. So this is how we test for the DNS after you've configured it. Okay, so thank you for watching the video, and then I hope you have subscribed so you don't miss out any other interesting video. Okay, so please comment and then leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.